Well, hello and welcome to the Embroidery Studio 2025 Introductory Series. Today we'll be showing you some of the new features inside the new Embroidery Studio 2025. One great new feature that's been added to the software is the ability to do rounded corners. And the way that this works is when I navigate over to my rectangle tool in my toolbar location, and I'm going to draw a square. There's a left click here, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to select my pick tool, and I'm going to change this into a running stitch. What this allows you to do inside the software, it allows you to navigate. I can click on my reshape tool. You'll notice something new here. The four corners here are highlighted in blue. Because of this now, I can actually go in at this particular point now. All I need to do here is click on the corner. You'll see a four-pointed arrow. Left click, hold down, and drag your mouse button down like this. And this is the new rounded corners features inside the software. Now it allows you to create rounded corners on rectangle objects with the ability to adjust each corner independently and support various stitch types. And this means also that I can navigate now. If I click inside my toolbar here, you can see the lock tab is initiated. If I uncheck it, I can now navigate, change the upper left corner. I can go in, type in a new number here and press enter, and let me make it a larger number here. Now it will let me go in and I could designate an independent corner now as far as me being able to go in and change the settings for this corner. And again, this is also applicable if I click on my column C stitch. I can do the same thing with this as far as going in and adjusting and changing individual corners like this. What a great new feature inside the new ES 2025 software. And again, this is the rounded corners. Another feature that's been added to the new ES 2025 software is the ability to do what we call a lay down stitch. Oftentimes when you're stitching on fabrics like beanie caps and things like that, you want an extra layer of stitching to protect the fabric as it lays down initially. Now we have the ability inside the software to go in and do this. I'm going to select everything like this, and I'm going to navigate. Here's the new feature here inside your menu. It's called the lay down stitch. This feature automatically adds a flattening stitch to designs, improving the stitch quality of fabrics with a high pile like terry cloth or fleece or like a beanie cap material. Once I select this, it's going to get a pop-up, and this pop-up allows me to go in. I can adjust the spacing or how far I want the lay down stitch to appear on the outside of my design. I'm just going to scroll down here. You can go in and choose if you have holes in the design. You can include holes in the design. And I'm just going to go down here. You could select the number of layers that you want to place in the design. Here you have standard shapes here that you can actually go in and use for this as well. I'll go back here to my offset shape. And right now, based on whatever color the fabric is, I will go in and make a color change here for this. Not only can I do a color change for this, I can adjust the differences in the degrees. I can adjust the spacing on this, the stitch length also, and the stitch angle here as well. And let's say we're going to have a yellow or kind of goldish background here. As I select this and click OK, you can see it automatically adds this to my design. If I do have a beanie cap or something like that, this will give a very, very nice textured feel on that design, on that particular fabric. And again, this is the lay down stitch. Another feature that we have in the software that's new is called the Export Machine File Docker. Previously, when you exported your machine files, you could not continue to work. Now, with the new feature inside the software, this allows you to go in, and this is your export. With this new feature of the Export Machine File Docker, I can navigate to my file drop menu, and as I scroll down and I export my machine file out, this lets me go in. I can select the location and I could export my design. Now when I do that, I'm going to clear this first. So with this new feature called Export Machine File Docker, I can navigate to File. I can scroll down to Export Machine File. I can export this machine file out. And once I do that here now, I get an update on when the file is done as I continue to work inside the Wilcom software. Another great feature that we have new inside the ES 2025 software is the ability to go in and look at the minimum and maximum size for text inside the software. If I right click on my letter A here for my Wilcom text, type in my word, now we can go in, and if I scroll down, if I choose my font here, you'll notice here that you have options here to go in, and you can actually see what the minimum and maximum size here of the text can be inside the software. And so now you can go in, and if you want to know what the minimum height size of the text is, you can see that here, and you'll see what the maximum height size here, and these particular sizes here have been tested. And this is the font minimum and maximum size display. That's displayed basically. It just gives you options that you can choose whether you want to go for the smaller or the maximum height size for the text. That's been tested inside the software. Another feature that we have that's been added to the ES 2025 is called Center All. And this involves when you have an item on your page, like you see here, in the lower right corner, you have a tool here now that's called Center All. This tool lets me, when I click on it, it gives me a centered view of my design, and it places the design in the center of the page. And this is going to simplify the process of centering your designs within a hoop. It also eliminates the need for manual adjustments as far as placing the design in the center of the page. That's going to do it for our introduction to ES 2025. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Please follow us on social media. Instagram at Wilcom America, YouTube, X, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest.